We're going to talk about a really fun topic today. It's actually a fun proof of what woke culture can lead to. You know, Google introduced an AI called Gemini. People have been eagerly awaiting this tool, which they can use to generate images for free. After all, it was a multi-million-dollar company dominating many areas of the media that was going to release this tool. So of course expectations were high. Plus, Google had been working on this project for a long time. But things didn't go as planned at all. Maybe it was the desired outcome by Google, but received with mockery by people. Let's take a look at these images. Black and Indian popes, slanted-eyed and black medieval knights, black Vikings. If you had specified that the characters were black and entered such a prompt and then generated them, there would have been no problem. The problem arises when characters randomly have racial features outside of the concept, without any race being specified by the people. If you were to write a prompt just for generating a medieval knight, you would expect the character to be white because medieval knights were of white race. But in this AI, there is every race except white. Were Vikings black? We knew Vikings as blue-eyed, blonde, and completely white people. Real history seems different according to Google. When you look at the old tweets of the person in charge of the Gemini project, you're not really surprised by this incident. For example, this tweet from 2018 nicely explains why the AI behaved this way. Of course, after the old tweets of Jack Krotzik came to light and were criticized by people, he immediately locked his social media account so that no one could see it. Google also issued an apology, announcing that Gemini's image generation feature has been temporarily disabled. Here is where woke culture has brought companies. Although I'm not an enemy of freedom and believe that every individual has the right to make their own choices, I am completely against the absurdity of woke culture. Of course, people still have the freedom to decide whether they will be intelligent or not. I'm not against that, but it's really surprising that people with such radical ideas are the heads of multi-million-dollar companies. As seen in this incident, people with radical ideas are always inclined to ruin what they do. Whether they are radical Trump supporters or from the woke culture, it doesn't matter. People who have radical ideas and can't think in the middle ground always end up being a subject of ridicule. The issue here is not only about simple individuals making mistakes, but also about damaging the reputation of a brand. For example, this tweet from the owner of X platform, Elon Musk, received millions of views. Being criticized by a rival company with such words is the worst-case scenario that a company could think of. So how can Google get out of this situation? It can't. Google cannot stop this trend. Companies have established cultures. Company culture forces everyone in it to be the same person. For example, imagine you applied to a company with such a culture and got approved. You are an individual against woke culture. Find it illogical for people to define themselves as transgender just as they wish. How long can you continue your ideas in an environment where everyone is like that? Of course, I'm not saying that companies will directly pressure you to conform to the trend. The culture within the company and the employees who have this culture will pull you in that direction, even if you don't want it. You'll soften to adapt, and at the end of the day, you'll start to think that way yourself. Also, if we come to why I'm against woke culture, I can explain it like this. Woke culture is a trend created by people who think highly of themselves and believe they are unique in the world. The basic motivation behind these fabricated thoughts is clear. Attention-seeking. Do you want to look cool and different? Then take refuge under woke culture immediately. Is everyone treating you badly, not paying attention to you? Then declare your identity as transgender, and you can easily get this attention. Of course, this is not only valid for woke culture. The world is not just America. There are thousands of ideas in the world and communities of people who blindly follow these ideas. The problem here is not woke culture, but going blindly after an idea by eliminating the grounds for debate. Today it may be woke culture, tomorrow it may be obey culture. It doesn't matter. People considering themselves unique cause these extremes, and extremists destroy everything around them. Basic logic. I am unique and my thoughts are not open to debate. I will ruin my life for these thoughts, then I will ruin your life, and you will gladly watch it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos.